Hi there, Collective. My name is Aruna from All Change by the Minute Video Time. Again, okay, thank you for watching the videos, liking it, and just watching it. I'm appreciating that a lot, okay? Yeah. So thank you, thank you, thank you again. So I saw drawing from little children because behind our building, okay, there's a kindergarten school and chalk drawing, okay? Yeah, on the wall, an owl, a butterfly, and a snail with a house on it, okay? Yeah. So the owl stands for wisdom, the butterfly stands for transformation, and the snail is about movement, okay? Even though the snail, a turtle, it doesn't matter what it is, okay? They're moving, okay? Even though it's slow, oh so slow, okay? Yeah. But they're moving. Every movement is a movement. We're talking about your life, okay? You're taking your house with you because where you are, okay, everything, again, my readings, okay, is about you within, okay? You reaching within. So that's why it's an outer house with that snail, yeah. But that snail is taking his house with him, okay? Yeah, the house of God. God is in your heart. So when you are moving with God. And God knows his plan again, okay? So when you are moving slow, then you will build a healthy foundation. Because again, we are talking about layers of foundation, okay? Again, it will not crack because it's built stone by stone by stone, okay? Yeah. Brick by brick by brick. You will see a lot of buildings, okay, being built. And one will go so fast, okay, because they want to have that building so fast. But yeah, who says, okay, it's built on a foundation that the tower will not fall, I'm hearing, okay, yeah. And then there are the buildings taking time, okay, yeah, before demolishing one building, okay, and then there is being made place, okay, for another building, layer after layer, okay, brick by brick by brick, yeah. It's being made, and that is also the house of God, okay, what we're talking about, the house of God, yeah. And the house of God is within you because God is in your heart, okay, yeah. So that's the snail. Every movement is a movement, okay. The butterfly begins with a caterpillar, you know that, okay, yeah. And a caterpillar is just like in a cocoon, okay, yeah. In a cocoon, before that butterfly, full color, okay, yeah. And flying, it is a caterpillar. That means you are learning every step, just like the snail, okay. Being made, okay, you're learning or you're going to learn, okay. I'm sorry. It's about learning, the learning process, okay? Before the change will come, before you will transform into a butterfly, into a beautiful, I'm seeing blue, okay? Yeah. I'm seeing a blue butterfly, yeah. Yeah, blue, just blue. And a little bit of white, and of course a little bit of black, okay, yeah. Maybe you need to look it up. A blue butterfly, the meaning of it, okay? But in a few words, it's about transformation, okay? The caterpillar transforms into that beautiful butterfly, okay, yeah? But a butterfly is not living that long, okay, yeah? And what will happen? We're talking about, that's what I got, okay? The death and the rebirth, okay? The death and the rebirth phase, okay, yeah? Comprehension, I'm getting, okay? Yeah, we need to comprehend that, okay? But before the comprehension will come, okay? Even though you're working with your whole spirit team, okay? Yeah, and so also God, the universe, you know what, okay? Yeah, you're moving, okay? You are just moving, okay? Yeah. Your whole life was about movement and will be about movement, okay? Yeah. different, change, level. I'm hearing, okay, yeah. Colored up. Your whole life will be colored up. I'm remembering, okay, when years ago, I'm talking about the colors, okay, will get another dimension, okay? Yeah. The white will be so white. Yeah. So white. Yeah. Pure white, okay? We're thinking, okay, just like the color behind me, that is white. No. Yeah, it is white. But when we are talking about colors in another dimension, okay, because you are going from one dimension into another, okay, before going, people are talking about a fifth dimension, but I know there are more dimensions, okay, yeah. But they are making the comparison of the 3D and the 5D, okay? And the 5D is the spiritual one and the 3D is the physical reality, okay? So, but there's only one reality, God's reality, okay? What God is seeing. And that's why we need to be understanding what God is gifting us. Because God is gifting us a lot of gifts, okay? A lot of gifts. We are gift, okay? Every single person here on this planet is a gift for humanity, okay? But not everybody is seeing that, okay? And not everybody is appreciating that. Oh my God, that one, yeah. Not everybody is appreciating that. So wow, you are learning, okay, from early ages. I'm hearing early ages, yeah. God gifted you, again, wisdom, okay? Wisdom. By experiences, yeah, it went into wisdom, okay, yeah. Because you know, okay, a lot. Or you will be knowing a lot. Because also, again, wisdom from God, God's wisdom. And God is gifting you that. Yeah. And we need to be sharing that. And not being selfish about not sharing our gifts, okay? Yeah. And thinking, no, that is my information. It will stay with me as a secret because we have a hidden agenda. In the 3D, okay, in the physical reality, it's all about hidden agendas. It can also be good when God is doing that, okay? Yeah. But then something is hidden in plain sight, okay? Because God is not allowing you to see it. Oh my God. And I saw, again, also before I went into this reading, okay, someone standing on a podium, okay, yeah, curtains closed, and someone watching just his head in this case, okay, yeah. Peekaboo again, yeah. If there is any people there, okay, yeah. But it was in a good way, okay? Learning more, not staying behind that curtain. Again, every movement is a movement, okay? From learning, because it's step by step, just like the kindergarten school behind us, okay? It is about those kids, I want to say the Dutch word, okay? Children, okay? Children, those children, when they are growing up, okay, they need their parents, okay? They need their parents for good raising, a righteous one, okay, my hair, a righteous one, okay, yeah, because that is the only way you can do. But we need to understand what we are doing for ourselves is also for our children, and not only my child, okay, because I'm seeing every child as my child. When I will see a child, even though it's an old person, oh my God, yeah, a lot of compassion, okay? People will know that about me, yeah. Even though I'm the scariest person, the narcs, they will not admit, okay, that you are a very compassionate person because you are, okay? Yeah, those kind of people will never admit that because then they will admit who they are, of course. And who they are, they're projecting, okay? Yeah. And we don't want to yell, scream, and pointing fingers, okay? But again, When we are making a choice, every person on this planet, okay, the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay, yeah. When we are making a choice, that choice needs to be made out of, okay, it's not about what you will get from it, because that is selfish, okay? But it's not only about you and me, it's about the whole world, okay? It's about a domino effect, okay? What we are creating with God, because this is God's plan. It's not my plan, okay? Yeah. It's not my plan. But again, now it is my plan. Because, yeah, not understanding it, okay, while you are growing, not understanding what is happening in your life, okay, in your life, all those experiences, okay, because of the challenges, what you've gone through, okay, it changed so much within you. Yeah. 10, I saw completion. And I heard a door is closing, okay? Yeah. For the betterment, I'm hearing, okay, yeah. A door is closing. And I heard people are getting bitter. Yeah. People are getting bitter, okay, yeah. Because they cannot steal your energy anymore. But then again, you never gave that permission for them to steal your energy, okay? You're allowing it at that point. Your positivity, okay? Yeah. Your energy was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, okay? Yeah. And they were using, it doesn't matter, a lot of people I'm getting, okay? A lot of people. I heard also a lot of people are getting ignited, okay, for passionate, being on a spiritual path, okay, being on the spiritual path. But while you are crossing over more and more, don't forget, okay, because children, just like children, step by step, okay, it's not only about literally those steps, okay, it's about what you are feeding in their mind, okay, yeah. Not only their mind, what you are feeding them, okay? Also with food for thought I'm getting, okay? Yeah. So, what you are allowing, that's why we need to be, I'm hearing patient, okay? Yeah, patience, yeah. Especially on the journey, okay? A lot of patience is needed. Because when we are not having the patience, okay, to grow, to evolve, to elevate again in our lives, nothing will happen, okay? Nothing will happen. The change will not come in, even though we want it, because I saw again also a lot of people wanting the change, but they didn't know how to do that, okay? How to do that. How? But meanwhile, yeah, there are a lot of people who came before you, who came before me, okay? Yeah. It's all about levels, because there are levels in the world of in the spiritual realms, okay? Yeah. So when you are leveling each time when you are learning, okay, you are leveling. Those are the bricks, okay? Bricks. Every single time when you are laying a foundation, it is one brick to another and to another. This is how you rebuild, I'm hearing, yeah. Rebuilding over and over again, yeah. But this time, yeah. This time, whoa. The last time, okay, in this lifetime, because when you will be coming back, you will already have that foundation. And we'll never know when you are going to come back, okay, just if, okay, you are coming back on this planet. That's why we need to be learning in this lifetime, okay, before leaving this planet, before you are leaving this body of yours, okay, yeah, because that is only flesh, and people seeing only the flesh, people only seeing surface level, okay, yeah. And that is what they are understanding. And even that I'm understanding, okay, because we were there, okay? We were there. Even though I, again, was feeling already different, but not knowing that I you, in this case, your whole environment was already changing. The wisdom of God, okay, was already coming in, but not understanding what was happening, because you were going from one challenge into another, into another, into another, okay, yeah. Tested by trials, I'm hearing. Whoa. Yeah, tested by trials, yeah. Your testimony. Your testimony. I heard, yeah. Your testimony, what we are talking about, okay? A great foundation. A great foundation. So when someone's tower is falling down, again, I'm hearing that song, "Long the bridge is falling down," okay, yeah. It can, okay, yeah. We don't want it, but it can. So when we are building our foundation in the 3D and as a physical form of us, okay, that is not the right kind of foundation, okay? The only foundation that you are building is going within, going within, going within with God. Again, because the house of God is within you. God is with you. That house, okay, of the snail, again, church, I'm hearing, okay? No, you don't have to go to a church. Again, the house of God is within you. The house of God is within you. Well, people are going to the church, okay? Again, listening to others, fine by me, okay? Because that is something personal, okay? That is something personal, yeah. But being with God is also personal, okay? You being with God is also personal. It's your journey. It's my journey, their journey, okay? But still people cannot handle that you are moving on, okay? So again, your whole environment will be changing or already changed, okay? Or in the process, I'm hearing, or in the process. And that is important, okay? It's important. Even though people are not liking it, that you are leaving, okay? Leaving them. Yeah. Obscured. Oh my God. Obscured, I heard. Yeah. Whoa. Because they are thinking that you are leaving them. You're not doing that, okay? You are the one. This is your personal journey with God, okay? It's not theirs. They have their own personal time with God, but they are not understanding that. They're healing, okay? That is the whole journey what we are talking about, okay? It's a healing process. It's being imbalanced, okay? Yeah, rooted, I'm hearing. And oh my God, you know, my son watched a lot of football, okay? But I saw, was it with football? Or in a series? I saw that word many times on the computer, on the telly, okay, yeah. Root. I'm not sure how many times, because it's rooted already within you and you need to grab it, okay? The key to your foundation, the key to your heart, the key to that house, okay? The key to that house, your spiritual journey, teachings, okay, yeah. Glad to remember, I heard. Oh my God, for someone, okay? Glad to remember. Whoa, yeah. You will be so glad. Or it's coming, okay, yeah. So glad, yeah. Growing. See, again, the growing pains will come, okay? But yeah, when you are leveling, okay, while you are elevating nothing, okay? Yeah. When beautiful things needs to come in, just like the building is being built from scratch, okay? And then a beautiful building will be built, okay? Yeah. Rebuilding your whole life, okay? Yeah. You're building your whole life again. Yeah. Your journey. Nothing personal, okay? They don't have to take, no one on this planet needs to be taking someone's journey personal, okay? Yeah. Because, again, people cannot see, okay? What someone is doing behind doors, okay? And not only behind doors, behind the scenes, okay? People cannot see, okay? And that's why most people will not like what they cannot see, okay? They will not like it. And that's not only that they cannot see you anymore, but in their own life while they are projecting instead of healing themselves, because that is a choice. It is a choice, okay? It is a conscious choice to heal yourself. Yeah, it is a conscious choice to choose yourself. Yeah. It is everything is a conscious choice, okay? So you will not regret everything, anything in your life anymore. Dust, oh my God. Yeah, dust on the tongue. Yeah, and the tongue is about speaking, okay? Speaking your truth. Even though most people will fear it, okay? Will fear it. Do not fear, okay? Because God is here with you, staying side by side, guiding you, okay? Yeah. The whole universe, your ancestors, yeah. Your ancestors are proud of you. Yeah. I'm so in that energy. I want to use the cards, but I'm so in that energy, okay? This one I'm going to take, yeah. So I heard this one, okay? Surrendering to the journey. I will show you the card in a moment, okay? Yeah. As we are going through our lives, physical form, okay? Not understanding that we are growing, okay? We are growing, okay? Through life. We are not going through life. Because when we are going through life, robot, I heard robot, yeah. It is a routine, okay? Over and over again, okay? Working, coming home, working, coming home, sleep, eat, you know what, okay? Yeah. Repeat. Repeat, yeah. I know that. I did it. Yeah. Going home, okay? Work. Going home. Eating, okay? Just watching some telly and then sleeping and do the same thing again, okay? I did that. I know that. So, again, I understand that. But there's more to learn. There's more to see. There's more to grasp, glimpse, I'm hearing, yeah. Because people are not understanding the other world, okay? And when you will be talking about you as a spiritual being, okay, to another human being on this planet, and they are not just clueless, okay? They are just clueless. Shut your mouth, I heard. Yeah. Shut your mouth, yeah. Just shut your mouth, okay? Yeah. Not me, okay? Them, okay? They need to be shutting their mouth because they are not knowing what they are talking about. Again, that common sense, okay? Yeah. Common sense. They will think it's the logic, okay? But again, two sides of the brain, okay? It's all about duality. The right side of the brain is about, I heard supernatural things, psychic abilities, okay? Also, okay? When we are hearing God's voice, yeah. We are hearing God's voice, yeah. We need to know what is God's voice and what is your voice, your own thought, okay? So, again, little children, when you are raising your children, yeah, everything, also the food, okay, yeah, processed food, I'm hearing it again, okay, what we are feeding our children, it is going into the world, yeah, it is going into the world, and then you will see, oh my God, I did good by my child, okay, but literally, I did good by my child, a righteous one, okay, yeah, he's not there yet, but yeah, he's one of the good guys, okay? Yeah, respecting. Yeah, but also being in balance. When to respect someone, blunt, I'm hearing, blunt. Sometimes, yeah, but that's me. Blunt. You will get the truth, but in a nice way, okay? Yeah, in a nice way. Yeah, because we want to have the truth, okay? And nothing else than the truth, okay? Because the truth will set you free. It's about your freedom. Do not risk your freedom. Yeah. 444. Because we're talking about your foundation. And again, I saw a feather and I took it with me today. While I was walking, okay, yeah, 554, I saw again. Yeah, that feather stands for the angels are with you, okay? When a feather appears, the angels are here, near. It doesn't matter, okay? Yeah, they are. Because they are protecting you, okay? They were already protecting you your whole life, but not knowing it. Not knowing about the symbolic meanings, about everything what you are seeing, okay? Yeah. Everything what you are seeing. Another reading, okay? Yeah. Surrendering to the journey, yeah. Release control, okay? Because most of the time, not most of the time, all of the time when we are living our physical, the flesh only, okay, yeah, of you, not the soul, not the heart, not the mind, okay, not the spirit, no. Because we all have the spirit within us. So again, when we are moving, spirit is moving, okay, yeah. Ask, you shall receive when you're believing in it, okay? Totally believing in it, yeah. And release it, okay? Release it. Because again, when you are asking something, actually forget about it, release it, okay? Throw it into the universe, okay, yeah. And you will know. And even though you're not getting it right away, yeah, you can get it, okay? You can get it if you really want. Yeah. Yes, it's like the song, yeah. Jimmy Cliff? Jimmy Cliff, okay? You can get it if you really want, okay? Great adventure. See? I heard great exposure. Great exposure. I'm seeing a camera, and you know the exposing, okay, of the camera, the lens moving, okay, exposure. And I'm hearing even the sound of a camera, okay? Because I sold them. Yeah, in another retail where I worked, okay? Yeah, business, yeah. Exposure, great exposure. It's about the people around you, okay? Yeah. They will be getting exposed, okay? Yeah. It's always a two-way street. Always, okay? Yeah. While you are understanding you, they are understanding themselves. Because again, it's a level of perception, okay? It's their level to understand, okay? So, but why are they messing with your future, okay? With your future, yeah. They know that they are doing it, of course, but why they are messing with your future, okay? Again, I'm hearing common sense. Yeah, you can use your common sense with those people. No, that's not only that, okay? Yeah, you need to be with those people, in this case, logical decisions, okay? I'm hearing the sword, okay? The king of swords, the queen of swords. It's all about energy, okay? Yeah. You need to be making logical decisions about those people because they will not be on your timeline because they are being removed out of your life. Yeah. Yeah. They're being removed out of your life, okay? For once and for all. Yeah. It's not only one person, okay? No. We're talking about, I heard lifetime achievement. Yeah. Lifetime achievement. What that says, okay? All of your life, you are working on yourself from the inside out. Again, and that's what people cannot comprehend, okay? Because they're not seeing the level of perception and they're not understanding your level of perception, okay? Because there are levels of learning. And again, your eyes will be fully opened, okay? Yeah, because you will be seeing with God's eyes. Yeah, conquering, okay? Yeah. Conquering this world in a good way because again, everything which you are getting from God, even your life, even the death, okay, even your body, your eyes, your heart, okay, it doesn't matter. I can go on and on, okay, everything and anything, okay, on this planet is a gift. And that gift, what God gifted you, needs to be shared, okay, needs to be shared. Yeah. Again, I'm hearing the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay? Everyone. But there are a lot of people, okay? Darker energy, because even that is a choice, okay? I'm hearing even that is a choice. When we are making the conscious choice to be working from the darkness, okay? Yeah. To hurt people, my Lord. Who gave them the permission to hurt people? No. People are not thinking, okay? Yeah. Yeah. They're not thinking. They cannot think anymore because they are going fast, furious, I'm hearing, okay? Yeah. That is their life. They're going fast while you're going slow as the snail, and you're taking your home with you. Every time when you are moving, that house is moving with you, okay? Yeah. Distancing, again, yourself by movement. Lord, oh my God, I heard, have mercy on them, yeah? Because everybody has a choice. While you are on the journey, okay, surrender to that journey, okay? Great adventure ahead. Take a risk, okay? Venture forward. Again, just like the snail, okay? Just like the snail. Because every movement is a movement, even though it's going fast. I mean, I wanted to say, even though it's going slow. And you know what I shared, okay? Slow and steady. But at one point, it doesn't need to go slow anymore, because you are learning, and everything what is being put in that system, grab it, okay? Grab it, because you went from the life, I heard eternity. Oh my God. From here to eternity, I heard, okay? Lord, yeah. You went from the physical form of you in between walls, okay, before crossing over, because there is your learning process, okay? There is your learning process, yeah. Great adventure. By your doing, by God's doing, by the universe, your ancestors, your whole team, the angels protecting you, okay, guarding your path, I'm hearing, yeah. Also another reading, guarding your path. Believe it or not, yeah. And people don't want to believe because they are too much into the darkness, okay? And that's why most of them will be angry with you, okay? Because you are leaving them, but you're not leaving them. It was never meant to be. It doesn't matter in what kind of situation, in a job, in a relationship, it doesn't matter what it was, okay? Yeah. You are leaving because you are not, it's not the same timeline anymore, okay? You are not resonating. That's the word, what I was looking for. Thank you, God. You are not resonating with them anymore. You were never resonating with any kind of physical form, people in your environment, but you are not understanding that, okay? You are not understanding that, and you couldn't. So do not blame yourself. Do not blame yourself, and don't have regret, okay? Any regrets. Yeah. Because again, you are compromising your own life. No, don't do that, okay? Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. And that is what we are talking about, okay? The treasure is within you. I heard Pandora's box. Yeah. Again, when you are opening that, okay? Yeah. It will be Pandora's box, okay? But again, focus on yourself. Be you, okay? And then you will be uncovering more and more about who you are from the inside, because deepening, okay? There's a lot of depth in you, okay? Even though you're not knowing it, when I will be seeing people, I will already know if that is a deep person or not, okay? Water flows, okay? Wind will blow where it will go, yeah. And also with water, it will flow where it needs to go, okay? Yeah, water flows, I heard, yeah. It is always beneath the surface, and in the 3D, in the physical reality, it's all about service level, service level, service level, yeah. And bit by bit, you are leaving, 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 leaving to go into the spiritual realms, okay, yeah. But meanwhile, okay, you need to be working on the darker side of you and on the light side, because again, when you are only being a light person, okay, and not learning anything from the darkness, you wouldn't have the strength, okay, to deal with these kind of motherfuckers, I heard. Yeah, it is so. Yeah. Believe it or not, again, I'm hearing, okay? Yeah. And still, they will be the ones, yeah. They will think, oh, you're committing to something else, someone else. It doesn't matter, okay? A commitment is a commitment, also a job, a relationship. No, you are committing to yourself. Whoa. You are committing to yourself because you are loving yourself. And this is what they cannot understand. Because the eyes want to see what it wants to see, okay? Yeah, and the ear wants to hear what it wants to hear. Yeah. And when they cannot see or hear what you are seeing, you can explain it, okay? Just like my reading, okay? Yeah, a 3D person will not understand what I'm saying here. Totally not. And I'm talking about awakened people, okay? Or people who want to be awakening in this lifetime, yeah? They want to learn, okay? They want to move. Again, it doesn't matter if it's the snail, just move, okay? Baby steps. That baby, okay? For the first time standing, guess what? They were running, okay? And then you need to go after the child. Whoa, yeah. Because, oh my God, I have feet. Oh my God, I have legs and I can move. This is how it works, okay? Yeah, that's the image what God gifted me. I can see, yeah. Even with babies, okay? How many centimeters they can see when they are born? 20? That's why parents always, okay, yeah. And it will get brighter and brighter, okay? The eyes will get, yeah, opening more and more and more towards God. Normally towards God, okay? But then again, when we are, yeah, it depends on the parents, okay? It depends on the parents, yeah. Again, the level of perception with my parents, okay, this is what they could give me, okay? But my father, I will stay with that, okay? Oh my God, what a loving father was that, okay? So much love, okay? Yeah, and everybody knows it, okay, yeah. But then again, everything happened, okay? And everything happens for a reason. And we need to be understanding that reason why everything is happening. Because when we are not understanding and when we are ignoring the signs again, okay, the synchronicities, you cannot heal yourself. Laying a foundation, I'm hearing, in the physical reality, that's not a foundation, okay? Yeah, that's not a foundation because I can compare because I saw both, okay? I saw both, okay? I'm seeing the other one now, okay? One reality, but the other one I saw also, yeah. So it's up to you, okay, what to do with it. It's your choice. But for now, surrendering to the journey, great adventure for you, uncovering the treasure what you have within you, okay? And we're not talking about a golden heart. I'm hearing, yeah, you have a golden heart, okay, yeah. Even though it's not the color gold or just massive, okay, gold, but Symbolic, okay? Golden heart, a big heart. Yeah. Because of you being compassionate, okay? Nature, yeah. Again, God saw everything. What you were doing, okay? Yeah. What you were doing, you were giving your love as you should. As God actually asked. That was also a task, okay? That was also a test. Because again, tested by trials, okay? Tested by trials, yeah. And moving on like a bitch, like a boss in this case, yeah. Move on, yeah. Like a soldier, it doesn't matter, yeah. Earning those stripes again, yeah. Just like the soldiers fighting in a war, okay, yeah. And, and, and earning those stripes. But I certainly hope not by killing people, okay, yeah. Because that is something different. We don't want to kill people. It doesn't matter who they are, okay? We don't want to kill people. Leave it up to God. Justice, okay? Prevailing, yeah, I'm hearing, yeah. That's why when you're just committing to yourself, okay? You're just committing to yourself. You're focused on yourself. You are loving your life again. You are learning how to love yourself. You are respecting yourself. Man, what a great treasure, isn't it? Yeah. And getting a peace of mind. Getting bit by bit your freedom back. Even though you are alone. But with God, okay? But with the universe, yeah. A lot of great expansion I'm hearing, okay? Yeah. So you're never walking alone, okay? We're thinking, again, in the 3D, the physical reality, we're thinking that we don't have anyone around us, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Pathetic, I'm hearing. No, I was never pathetic in my life. Even though I was alone and not knowing that God was already with me. Yeah. Yeah, and of course there were times, okay, many times that you were, especially when we are not seeing God, but feeling God in our hearts, okay? Yeah. Even though it was already there, but not opening, okay? Not opening your heart so that God can come in, okay? The Spirit of God is already within us, but it needs to be open, cracked open, okay? Yeah. Just like an egg, yeah. Fertility. Oh my God. And I saw an image of 2 eggs, okay? In a pan. Yeah. It stands for fertility. Yeah. And I'm not talking about maybe also pregnancy, but creation, okay? Creation. Yeah. Fertility. Yeah. That everything will be blooming. Yeah. Fruition. Yeah. So, yeah. Breaking trail, a breakthrough. Oh my God, in the other reading I was talking about the breakthrough is at hand. Okay, yeah. Seizing the opportunity, I'm hearing. Seizing the opportunity. Yeah. And making a path. Look at the card. Yeah. Working, okay. Working hard. I'm sorry, I needed to burp. Working hard, okay. Just like a farmer, okay? Yeah, tired, I'm hearing. Not only a farmer, people are getting early and making long days, okay? Again, what I said, okay? Working, coming home, eating, maybe watching some television, sleeping, and doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, just like a robot, just like a routine, okay? I like my routines, okay? But I like also change. And I like my meditation, okay? So going outside, you know what? To the beach, okay? Yeah. I'm liking that, yeah. Because that is me time. That is God, me with God, okay? Yeah, where the water will flow, okay? Yeah. Storm is brewing, yeah. Can be a good one. It cannot be a good one, okay? I heard. But you are working hard. You are already working so hard, okay? Yeah. when you are knowing what you are doing, okay, even though you're working so hard, making long hours, okay, when you are knowing that it is for a cause, it is for now in this, for a few years, I'm not sure, that is what I heard, okay, then do it. Then do it, okay, yeah. God is guiding you, okay, God is guiding you, yeah. And you will have your breakthrough, okay? And we're not only talking about, yeah, manual labor, I heard. No, spiritual labor, okay, yeah. Also, it's both. It needs to be balanced out. Everything needs to be balanced out, okay? Manual labor, spiritual labor, okay, yeah. And when we are doing that, going within, again, you will be uncovering more treasure, everything, magic, okay? The magic will start. And you will think, oh my God, how did it happen? How did it happen? How did that happen, God? How? Even that is a question you can get answer to. Yeah. How? We need to be asking questions, okay? Not to people, but within, okay? Because every answer is within you. Yeah. Every answer of every question is within you. The moment that you are understanding that, yeah, the sooner the breakthrough will come. Again, seize the moments I'm hearing. Whoa, this one. Fellow travelers, yeah. And you will be having your fellow travelers, yeah. That means your soul family, okay? The ones, I heard rendering, yeah, rendering. Okay, it's rendering, yeah. Yeah. Because you are changing, I'm hearing, because you are changing, yeah. You're changing your mindset, you're changing the belief, you're changing the narrative again, okay, yeah. Because this is your life, because this is your time to get personal with God. So again, when people are not understanding, while you are seeing this personal, getting personal with God, and they are not comprehending this, okay? Because they are working with their unconscious mind, okay? They're ignorant, they're using their ego, they're using their pride, they're using everything what God is not wanting them to use, okay? But they are doing it because that is something from the 3D. Again, they cannot help themselves because they are not awakened and they are not choosing that path, okay? They are not choosing, they're choosing to be in the darkness, okay? And even though people, nice people, sweet people, okay? Even I was in the darkness, okay? A lot of time, okay? Yeah. Being in the darkness, yeah. And then going back into the light, going into the darkness, going back in the light, yeah. This is how you will learn your lessons, okay? And this is how you will build your foundation. Again, the snail's moving, okay? The karmic wheel is moving, I'm hearing. Karmic wheel is moving. You're not going to be a karmic person anymore in your life, okay? Anymore in your life. Because everything is changing. You are changing. Your whole environment is changing, okay? That's why you have been turning that narrow pathway. Thank you, God. You have been turning that wheel, that karmic wheel, okay? Yeah. And that's why everything is changing. And the other ones are sticking with the darkness, okay? They're choosing to be in the darkness while you are allowing yourself to move. And again, it doesn't matter, okay, how fast it will go, okay, yeah. Or slow, in this case at first, yeah. Slow, okay, yeah. Again, now I'm seeing that child, yeah, just like a penguin, okay. But then they will have it, okay, in that system, okay, and they will run with it, okay, yeah. And you have to go after it. You will go after it, after your child, in this case, yeah. Narrow pathway, okay. Tread thoughtfully. Because every thought, conscious mind, okay? You're used to live unconsciously, okay? Even though in your heart, somewhere in your heart, okay, you knew that there was something more between heaven and earth, but you couldn't surrender, I heard, and you couldn't comprehend, and you couldn't understand because it wasn't your time. Because we're talking about God's timing. Deliverance, I'm hearing, yeah. Yeah. Deliverance to God, okay, yeah. That's why. Paying all karmic debts, okay? Turning that wheel. No, God. I need to be moving. I don't care. If it's slow, I want to. This is the choice that you need to be making in your life, okay? You being guided by God. Yeah. You listening to God's voice again, okay? And by listening to it, yeah. Because again, His Spirit is already within you, in every one of us. But not everybody's seeing that, not everybody's feeling it, not everybody's using it. Again, every question for another reading, okay? What you are asking yourself, whoa, yeah. You will get your answers. But narrowing the path, okay? And being thoughtful to your own thoughts. Again, food for thought, okay? What you are feeding your mind, that's what you are going to create. And when you are learning more and more how to feed your mind, yeah, in a healthy way, whoa, you will get a healthy life, okay? Yeah. That is, a healthy mind is a healthy life. Yeah. One more card. And then I'm ending this reading. Yeah. Narrowing that path. And it will happen naturally, okay? Yeah. It will. When you're working with God, everything is about the flow, releasing control, and going with the flow of the waters, the wind, well, where it will blow you, you will go. Yeah. You will go, okay? Yeah. That's a feeling that you need to have, okay? Yeah. I saw that. Oh my God. Dandelion. Dandelion, is that a flower? Yellow, and then I'm not sure how to call it, okay? Because with the wind, they will go where it is. Dandelion, okay? That's the flower, right? Yeah, wildflower. I'm liking it. Dandelions, I think, yeah. And you will blow it, okay? You will see them go with the wind, okay? Yeah. I'm liking that. Because that, when I was doing that as a young child, okay, that gifted me already freedom, okay, going where it wants to go, okay, yeah. This is how your life needs to be, because this is your life support, I heard, okay, yeah. Changing everything, changing, beautiful changes, yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. Okay, yeah. When you are on that path, okay, and when you will have that breakthrough, seize every opportunity what God is gifting you, okay? Understand. My spirit team is with me. I'm telling the truth, okay? My nose itching. Yeah. But understanding it, okay? We need to be understanding what is happening in our lives. What is happening? You are becoming that. You are already this. Everyone, okay, on this planet is born a spiritual being. But we need to understand what to do with it. And we need to be awakened to that. Yeah. Another reading, okay? Yeah, another reading, yeah. Remembering that, yeah. I heard. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. Yeah. Building a castle and a butterfly, I'm seeing, okay, yeah. Bubble, yeah. God will put you in a bubble, okay, yeah. Look at a bubble and a castle. Not built on sand, okay, yeah. No. no, no, it's not built on sand. This is the one and only foundation, okay? It will not be demolished anymore, not by you, especially not with God, okay? And again, not with people, because they will not be able to reach you, okay? Yeah. They will not be able to reach you. Again, this is your personal time with God. It's not theirs, okay? They have it already, but they are not doing shit about it. No. Take it. Yeah. Heal yourself. Balance yourself, okay? You need to be knowing what you are doing in your own life, okay? Not following another person in this lifetime. No. Follow your own bliss again. Follow your own path. Follow, okay? Yeah. The signs I'm hearing, yeah. And how to follow your own path, okay? Just by you going within, even though you need to be alone at first and you know that you are alone in your house, okay? Just like most of the people who are going into a real jail, okay? I'm not even talking about a spiritual jail, because when God is putting someone court, I'm hearing, okay? When God is putting someone in a real jail and someone in a spiritual jail, oh my God, yeah. When you are not being protected anymore, okay? No. Gone too far, I'm hearing. Gone too far, yeah. It is also it is always a choice. Always a choice, okay? We need our freedom. We need to be helping ourselves by listening to God, because God is lending already that hand, okay? Please grab my hand. Please, please, please. Some will listen and some will awaken. A lot of people are awakening in this lifetime, okay? And some will not, okay? Because they chose the darkness and they think that they cannot come out of it, okay? Every step that they are making, okay, to come out of the darkness, again, I'm seeing a well, okay? A well. It's dark, it's dark, it's dark, it's dark, okay? And then you will see, at one point, even they will see that light again. Yeah, but they need to be working on themselves, okay? Every person, yeah, just like I did the reading, okay? Take responsibility of your own spiritual journey. That reading, okay, yeah. That one wanted to come out. But first, forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, okay? When we are not forgiving people, ourselves, okay, and moving on, then it will stay a stumbling block, I'm hearing, okay, yeah. Chains cannot be released from that ankle, okay, yeah. That's why, again, that song, put your shackles off my feet, yeah, so I can dance, okay? Dance freely, being free in your life, okay? Yeah. As long as you're not forgiving that one specific person, okay? Or many, it depends, yeah. And forgiving yourself and moving on, just like the snail, okay, is doing, and taking his house with him, even though you're not having a roof above you. God is the one is watching, okay, over you. And that is the house of God is within you. And that's why you need to be believing in God, okay? Believing in God, yeah. When we are thinking, not in problems, but in solutions, okay? Everything will be fine. Solutions. And it doesn't mean that you will get something right away, okay? No, it doesn't have to come right away, okay? But when we are doing everything our best, okay? Even though you're not having a roof over your head, okay? Because I know I had that. And that's why people who didn't see me back then, yeah, and in between and now, okay, they will not comprehend, okay, what I have gone through. They will not comprehend what you have gone through, yeah. All the tested by trials, okay, yeah. Yeah. So forgiving people, yeah. Forgiving yourself, yes, okay? Forgiving the things what happened in your childhood and healing from it, a big yes. Big yes. No more wounded, okay? No more. Because everybody, okay, when people are choosing to be in the darkness, they went through something, okay, but they didn't heal from it. They rather choose to be in the darkness. And then there are the nice people who also gone through a traumatic experience, okay, but somehow they manage to live their life, but with a blockage, okay? They lived their life in a 3D, okay? In a physical reality. Somehow they did. Yeah. I heard God is watching, okay? So please, forgive yourself. And again, you forgiving yourself is the most important one, okay? Yeah. Because when we are not forgiving ourselves, you will stay in the negative, okay? That means remorse, resentful, regret, okay? Yeah. All the risk. And now you are rebuilding, okay? Yeah. Rebuilding your life again. It takes time. It takes strength. It takes power, okay? Yeah. I heard solidifying. Yeah, thank you, God. Yeah. Whoa. What a great reading. Yeah. But as I shared that one already, also, I'm not sure when. Forgiving doesn't mean you have to forget, okay? Yeah. You'll forget about it and ask God, okay, God, help me, please, please, okay, heal, loving myself so I don't have to be resentful towards those people anymore, okay, yeah? But the one thing you need to know about you, okay, yeah, committing, okay, do not forget that, committing to yourself, committing to your life, committing to God, all the good, righteous thing, okay, until there's no more karma because you paid your karmic debts, okay? Yeah, you will not have a debt anymore. Yeah, no more, no more. Turning that wheel means you are going, you are moving, okay? And the other ones are standing, just standing there, okay? Yeah, standing there, being passive, not moving, not even like the snail, okay? Because when they were moving like the snail, they will be moving in their own life, okay? And movement is within, okay? Movement is within. Thank you for watching, okay? Yeah. I'm still, whoa, yeah, great reading, okay? But do not forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, everything what you can do. Again, we can grow from each other, okay? Yeah, learning, because the ones who are spiritual, they will never stop learning, okay? The ones who are ready for their awakening, okay? And they know all of their life, again, they were already learning, even though in the 3D, you were learning, okay? Learning, until you came to the point to be that spiritual being, okay? Because this is how you've been born. Yeah. Every one of us, okay? So again, please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, okay? Again, loving you all. Until next time, until next reading. Bye-bye. Love you all. Peace be with you, okay?